Imagine cruising down the highway, feeling perfectly in tune with your car, and suddenly, you press the gas pedal to pass someone, but absolutely nothing happens. Or even scarier, your engine just completely stalls outright as you are pulling up to a busy intersection. That terrifying loss of power and the sudden appearance of a check engine light is exactly what happens when your vehicle triggers a P2139 trouble code, which points directly to a serious voltage correlation issue with your throttle or pedal position sensor. Back in the day, your gas pedal was connected to the engine with a simple, physical steel cable, but since the late 90s, manufacturers have shifted to an entirely electronic system called drive-by-wire to better manage fuel economy, traction control, and emissions. Now, when you step on the gas, you are basically just pressing a sophisticated sensor that sends a specific voltage signal to your engine computer, telling it exactly how much you want to accelerate. The computer then fires an electrical signal to a small electric motor mounted on the electronic throttle body under the hood, physically opening a metal butterfly valve to let air into the engine. To make sure the system does not go crazy and accelerate on its own, there are actually two completely separate throttle position sensors built inside that throttle body watching the valve open. The computer constantly compares the voltage signals from both of these sensors, and if they disagree for even 2 seconds, it instantly cuts power to keep you safe and triggers that P2139 code. I have found that the most common culprit is not actually a totally blown throttle body, but rather the wiring connector, often called the pigtail, that plugs into it. The tiny female terminal pins inside that connector can easily vibrate loose, pull out of the plastic housing, or get covered in a nasty layer of green corrosion that completely ruins the electrical connection. You should absolutely start your diagnosis by unplugging the connector, inspecting the metal pins under a really bright light, and carefully cleaning out any corrosion with a tiny pocket screwdriver before applying a thin coat of dielectric grease. If the wiring is perfect, you need to look at the flat plastic cover on top of the throttle body that houses the internal plastic reduction gears. If that cover looks warped or distorted from extreme engine heat, the gears will bind up, and you will unfortunately have to replace the entire throttle body assembly. Always check online for factory technical service bulletins before you start testing things with your multimeter, because manufacturers constantly release specific software updates or computer relearn procedures, like the infamous pedal dance you have to do on modern Nissans, that can instantly fix the correlation error without turning a single wrench.